What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Montez McCammers from itsmontez.com. I just hit my elbow on the chair and it hurt so bad. Anyway, if you read the title, you know exactly what we're going to be talking about. It's all about on my channel. It's all about spreading some power. It's all about getting you to that next step. I'm definitely going to be taking you to another step. A lot of YouTube creators out there in the world, a lot of creators, a lot of people that just like to shoot videos, a lot of people just into doing something. Well, when you're talking about branding yourself, you're talking about taking yourself to that next step. Here's some tips that are going to help you get there. Go to the Facebook, go to the description box, click the link. I've got Northstar on with me. I'm going to let him tell you a little bit about who he is, what it is that he does. And so, yeah, Northstar, go ahead, come in here and let them all know who you are, a little bit what you do.
Hello, world. It's me, the man himself, Northstar America. In a nutshell, I'm an internet marketer, and my thing is, my tagline is, I trailing content across the web. Should explain it within itself, but overall, my goal and what I've been doing and what I've been building is basically, as an internet marketer, you're always trying to sell something to people to make money, right? But besides making money, you know, in this digital age, you have to always provide value. And I love entertainment. I've been into music for a long time, entertainment field. So I basically kind of conjoin the two, you know, I help out artists build themselves up. And basically, I just try to maximize my extensions through social media and the internet overall, because, you know, they say, oh, you don't need websites. Oh, you don't need this. Oh, you don't need that. But truthfully, if you want to have super reach, you want to be like really powerful. And I've been studying all the top marketers. The truth is that if you really want to make a super impact, you have to be everywhere. That's just simple what it is. It doesn't matter if it's social media or if you're just someone who, excuse me, I'm sorry, who markets and puts content out on the web, and all you do is use landing pages, squeeze pages, or some type of marketing system that allows you to connect with people to get out whatever you're trying to get out. But you have to be on YouTube, you have to be on Facebook, you have to be on Pinterest, core.com, if anybody knows about that. Twitter, you know, you have to have a website. You know, people may think that you don't need one. Technically, you really don't. It depends on what you're doing. But for someone like me, who's working to have a lot of reach, you have to be accessible everywhere.
And I mean, like,
And
again,
if you're not there, then you're losing.
And again, like, I think that this is why we wanted to do this interview. It's not really an interview. It's just really more. It's kind of an interview because you all haven't met him before. But it's really just sit down and just to let these people know, you know, some of the things that you've been doing, some of the tips to give out. It's just something to help someone go a little bit further. I want to ask you, ladies and gentlemen, if you go ahead and share this broadcast. There's if you're in the chat room, I'm in the chat room too. If you have any questions, all you got to do is ask them. If you would like to come on the live chat, all you got to do is ask me. I'll send you a link and we'll get you on if you want to put some inputs in. But like, again, this is just really just a conversation to kind of give you some further input on how you can start growing, whether or not you're a company or a business or I guess a company is a business, but I'm saying like maybe like dermatologist or an MLM company or a musician, a DJ. It's strictly like this. Your brand is very, very important. And if you want to be seen, there's all these different platforms that you can be seen upon. And all you really got to do is go there, create a culture, start like taking the time posting there, you know, and people will start flocking to whatever it is, coming and gravitating to the new platform that you put out there. A lot of people say that TopBuzz is a scam. TopBuzz is a terrible thing to do, a waste of time. Northstar America, how have you been feeling with TopBuzz? I love it, man. I really, really do love it. I'm going to share the screen with you all and let you all see what TopBuzz has done for me and how it's increased views on me. But just for you, Northstar America. What do you think about TopBuzz? How's you?
Well, TopBuzz for me, I think it's an awesome platform, to be honest with you. I mean, listen, when I first found out about TopBuzz, man, how did I even? Oh, there's this guy, one of my Facebook friends, and check this out. This is gonna make you laugh, right? So there's this guy, we Facebook friends, and he's like, he puts out this post, something about, getting paid for, you know, your content or whatever, right? So I just clicked on the link to see what it was, and it was an invite link. It didn't have no information or anything like that. So I think I had went and checked something out, like just to see what it was about. And then it was a very little information. But he's an internet marketer, just like, I am. So I clicked on the link, downloaded the app, started using the app, right? So I was like, okay, this is pretty interesting. So I dived even deeper into it, went on YouTube. There was hardly any information about it on YouTube. So I was like, oh man, why not? That was my first question.
Right.
Why wasn't there anything on YouTube about that, right? So I said, okay, this must be a brand new platform. But the deeper I dived into it, the more I started seeing that it was brand new. So I said, okay, this must be a prime opportunity to get in on it. And then I just started, checking it out, man, checking out all the content. And I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. This is pretty dope. I mean, it's some drawbacks because, it's no live links or anything like that, like you do on other platforms. But
the white Tupac said, yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, man, thanks for stopping in, bro.
Oh, what up, though? Yeah. So, man. So then I was like, okay, let me see what this is really like, how this is really going to, what I can get out of it. So I ended up doing a video, posting it on YouTube about TopBuzz, like basically what it was, and it started getting a little bit of attention. But then when I started actually posting content on TopBuzz, and I started seeing how they aggregate the post. Like, it's not like how, like, when you post on Facebook or Twitter, you kind of got to work your content in order to get people to see it. Like, you got to constantly promote it, or find some kind of way to get people's attention to it. But on TopBuzz, you don't have to do any of that. It's based on the titling that you put on your content, and then their algorithm helps get that in front of people.
And it's so much easier because, like, again, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, YouTube, it takes a whole lot of studying, and like, what do you I don't even know how to, it's like with the tag words, but with TopBuzz, it's kind of like, it's a lot easier. The algorithm that they have there, it's easier, but I mean, also too,
yeah, it works for you. That's what it does. Like, say for instance, here's something you got to be careful about. Anybody who's using a platform, like, when you say, for instance, when you put words in your titles, they become taggable, not by you, but by its algorithm.
Right.
So let's say if you say something about smartphone, it's going to put a smartphone as a tag. Or if you say entertainment, or if you say music or marketing, it's going to use certain words to tag it, to put it in front of the right audience. So that's how the algorithm is based.
And then, so like, you're going to get those ads, or you're going to be placed right beside that individual, because it's like, it's that category, it's like,
yeah,
those videos will start, other videos that are similar to that will pop up that are going to be more rev. So yeah, man, like, now as far as how you've really seen changes in the content that you started placing out there, like maybe your blog, and using the videos inside there, and just causing that, what do you call that circle, or that perfect circle? Have you seen a lot of that being able to go on through what you're doing?
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you a prime example. I did an experiment with this article based on Cardi B, right? Because she's hot, things that, explosive. Rolling Stone came out with an article. So I did what I call an article remix on the same article. I posted it on TopBuzz, man. It blew up. And I'm talking about, I got in front of I had probably nearly 6,000 reads from that one article. You know what I mean? 6,000. And this is actual reads. And then it's got 75 shares and I think it's nearly 50 comments on there from that, and it's still getting played to this day. And that was probably about a month and a half ago or something like that.
Let's break that down. Let's break that down. Because again, people are saying, all right, look, I really want to expound on that because this is an importance of having a contact with being on another platform. This is the importance of how being on another platform has brought him more exposure towards what he's really wanting to bring exposure to. See, median that he's using is it's helpful for him, but what he's trying to do is get more eyes towards TopBuzz. But being that median is just another. Help me out, bro. Help me out explaining this. Help me out explaining this to these people.
Okay, I think what I'm getting from what you're saying is basically, by using another platform, you're able to get in front of a new audience or a bigger audience, put it like that.
Exactly.
Because it's like whatever platform that you own, sometimes, let's take Facebook, for instance. Okay, usually, people communicate with their friends list. Or if you have other Facebook pages like fan pages, business pages, and things like that, you have to grow those things out in order to get in front of them, and if you're a part of any groups. But sometimes the content that you put out there gets missed by the people that you're connected with on that platform, or Twitter or Instagram, things like that, because it's all about time of the day that you post, and all this type of things. But see, with TopBuzz actually takes your content algorithm and it circulates it. It doesn't keep it like a one-time thing. Like it actually, so when you first put it out, it puts it out in front of people. It tries to put it in front of the right audience. And then after that, it just continually circulates that content. And that's what helps you get in front of a new audience and a bigger audience from that.
Exactly. And so again, if you're looking into, and also just to point this out, just looking at in today's world, thank you so much for helping me explain that there, because I was having a hard time with that. But you knew what I was trying to say though. But if you're looking in today's world, people use cell phones every single day. A cell phone is probably the number one thing a human being's gonna have. And the fact that TopBuzz is a platform for cell phone users,
I'm glad you brought that up. Yes.
And ladies and gentlemen, I got another interview that's going to be dropping on actually with TopBuzz itself. The first time you're going to be hearing it live from me, but I'm going to be coming out with a PC-friendly, a computer-friendly website that you will be able to access and watch the videos just like the cell phone users do. So now we're doubling up. Now they're in two pockets. But just simply on just the fact that this is a cell phone based app. If you go look at the downloads on how many people have downloaded this app, it's just ridiculous. You're in front of, if you want to be there would be no point. There is points to go and get yourself on a banner somewhere outside on a billboard, but really a lot of those people aren't going to make that turnaround or ROI, return on their investments. They're not going to get that because people aren't looking at the billboard. They're looking at the cell phone. They're looking at other things that are going to devices or VRs, or you know what I'm saying. So being the fact that you're right there in that cell phone is so clutch, man. I think that's really, really clutch. Now, as far as different tips that you can go through and explain to some of the people, some of the tips, some of the things that you've been doing to help other than Medium, other than Facebook, some ideas in Facebook to help give other people some ideas on how maybe they might grow. Do you have any tips there?
Well, I'm gonna say this.
What'd you say? Terry Walker stopped in and said hello. I wanted
hey, what's up, Terry? How you doing? All right. Here's my advice about Facebook. You gotta excuse me. I don't know why I'm all of a sudden like choking up, but Facebook. Here's my favorite subjects. Okay. I think if you want to grow on Facebook, it's simple. One, you just need to constantly post stuff. Whatever it is, whatever you're trying to get people to see or know about. Make sure that you have other pages on Facebook other than your friends list. I mean, your regular Facebook page, your personal Facebook page is important because depending on what you're posting, Facebook will penalize you if you use your personal page as strictly marketing. So, that's like a connection page to your friends and family, and to meet new people. So you can put whatever you want on that page, but strictly for marketing. So Facebook is going to want you to pay to play, in other words. So you need to start another page where you can put all your marketing stuff. You can always share stuff from that page to your personal page, and that's fine.
And
they don't have a problem with that. They don't have.
What's that new page called? It's not. Is it not an admin page? It's like what's the new page called that you're creating? I can't remember the name of it.
What groups? I mean, they have. Here's the thing, man.
That's good too.
It's doing stuff new every single day. Like yesterday, I went to do a live audio, and I found out that they done added some new stuff to the live streaming. And you know what I mean? Like I didn't even know that this stuff was on there because I hadn't used it, and I haven't been live on there, say like in maybe 2 or 3 months. And I mean, they got a whole slew of things that are new. So every time I go to check something out, like you think you know something, the next thing you know, you discover that they got something else new. So it's like, I don't know which one you're talking about. That's the thing.
Yeah. That's so true. Like if you're looking at like Facebook, it's just changing like this every day. Got something.
Yeah, every day.
So like let's just break down. Let's go deep into the Facebook realms. Like again, what he was speaking about was Facebook doing something on a different page. So like you might create a group, or you might start an artist page, or you start just a
business page,
a
marketing page, just any type of page.
Different, not your personal, because your personal, I actually have experience. I've gone to Facebook jail, and they'll put you in there for like 14 to 15 days, and you can't really be effective. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They won't even let you access your other stuff.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really bad. So straight up, just like Northstar America said, build another page. Don't get yourself stuck.
Look, I haven't had the Facebook jail experience. I mean, well, kind of. Like what they did was they blocked me from commenting. And it's not the same as like being blocked from your account. I was just blocked from commenting because like this one particular day I was like all over the place commenting stuff, and they was like, "Hold up, Joe, you can't do that, man. You need to slow down. You're doing too much." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, but let me say this just to give some helpful, really powerful advice to your viewers. Look, Facebook, you can reach anybody organically, or you can do it by using paid ads. Okay. If you're trying to build out your business or whatever it is that you're trying to get out there, whether if you are into entertainment, music, you have some other type of business or marketing strategy for a product or service that you're trying to get out there, the number one thing that I would advise is that you constantly build content around that, whatever it is, okay, and try to keep it focused. And it doesn't always have to be informative. It could be funny stuff. It could just be like stuff that may be associated with what you have, but it's coming from a different source. Like, say, for instance, it could be another company that posted helpful article about something.
Oh yeah,
share it, because it's in relation to what you're doing.
Let's touch on that. You just said that, and
okay.
That's really cool. And I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm just. There's a whole lot going through my head right now. But let's touch on that. You wrote an article for a musician, and what happened now? Tell us a little bit about that article you wrote for the musician, and it kind of. Yeah. I've been watching. Yeah.
Which one is it? Because is it the Cardi B joint or the other one that has to do with the marketing dude?
Yeah, the marketing dude. That one, because that was.
Okay. All right. Check this out.
Yeah.
All right. There was this video from this dude named Chris Record. Chris Record is a big time internet marketing dude, right? Internet marketing guy. Let me say that. And I've been following him for probably over a year now. I've discovered him through something he has called Techademics, because I'm always exploring stuff on the internet, always trying to find out information and sources and stuff like that to help me along with what I do. They have something called Techademics.
I think it's Valencia. 1 second. You keep speaking. I'll be right back. You keep on going.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay, so what happened was he came out with this blog on YouTube, and he has this video about a system called ClickFunnels. If you don't know what ClickFunnels is basically a company that builds funnels for people to use their to market their products and services. So, and ClickFunnels is powerful. It's by a guy named Russell Brunson, and he has a partner. I forgot his partner's name. He came out with a music video for that, and it's a hip hop song. I thought it was so dope that I ended up writing an article. But the good thing about it was I caught it when it first came out, and so I was the first to be able to do that. Now, they didn't know that I wrote the article. I published it on TopBuzz, and then I just started sharing it. So then ClickFunnels ended up doing a sponsored ad for the same video, right? Because it's about their company. And I mean, it probably might have 1 million views now. The last time I checked, it was like 740-some thousand views. But they liked I had posted a comment about the video and posted a link for the article that I wrote. And they liked it so much that they've been keeping it at the very top of the comment section. So every time somebody clicks on comment, my comment is going to be the first one that you see, because they're helping me promote my article, which is in relation to their ad. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not even associated with them in that way. Like, I use ClickFunnels, but they don't know me like that. Like, we're not buddies. And it was just a thing. I'm a fan of ClickFunnels or whatever. And I posted that comment. So they was like, okay, cool. We really dig that, right? Because it helps promote them. So now get this. When that happened, I think that had to be like, they had 30-something thousand views on it at that time. Now it's close to 1 million views, and that was only a couple of weeks ago, right? And every time somebody's comment, you know how you get notifications from the comment. My comment is still under every single comment, because they only do it one comment at a time. So for every comment that comes on there, it's there momentarily. You get the notification, you see it. But then, say if you click back on it, all you're going to see is my comment right there at the top every single time. You know what I mean? So I'm been getting promotion. Now, get this, even though that they've been having that many views and stuff like that, people kind of cynical, so they don't always go through the comments. They just make a comment and they go. So what I've been doing as a strategy is, for every single person that makes a really good comment, I reply back to it. So then when they see that I replied, it kind of gets them to see that I'm right underneath them in a comment, and maybe they'll see what I said and then click on it. So actually, that has been getting my article views, because I just checked my stats, and my stats have been going up on the views and the reads. I was like, okay, so this thing is really working now. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good strategy, even though I didn't intend it to be that way, but it happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of the.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Oh, I was just finna say, I'm going to say that one of the special things about it is, sometimes when you intend to do something, it works the way that you want it. And sometimes when you don't intend to do something, it's still explosive. So it's all connected. So like, I made the article because I was excited about the song. I wanted people to see it, and I wanted to get it out to, actually I wrote it for artists to see, hey, y'all slacking, y'all need to step y'all game up, because this dude right here who's doing it as a fun thing to promote his business, to help another business, you know, he's actually making money from doing this for fun. And this is your career. So, you know, you need to step this up. But now it's done turned into something way outside of what I intended it, because other people are seeing it and they're starting to see like, oh, you know, this is something good. So in all, it ends up helping me get my name out there as a marketer, and people are beginning to recognize me on a different playing field. Because even the guy who made it, Chris Record, made a comment on my comment saying great article. You know what I mean? So for everybody who sees it, they see that he commented on it, you know? So that makes it even that much more better.
It's kind of like with the comment section and with the it's again one of these things that it's hard to explain, but you gotta look off into a world, because again, like if we're looking at three different things, what blog was you using? Was you using Medium or was you using Blogger?
Yeah. So no, I use Medium because it was my first article that I posted. This is the only article I posted.
Right.
You know what I mean? For the first time.
So it was Medium that you used Medium. From Medium, drug it into Facebook. Mm-hmm. Facebook, it brought you to their website area, their domain. So like it's if he would have just did it from just try to do it on Medium and leave it on Medium, thinking I hope that something will happen. I'm hoping nothing would have happened. He had to have two different worlds, because again, like if we're looking at Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, just all these different websites. I mean, just Pinterest. It goes on and on and on. Hey, Valencia's on, so she's going to be talking a little bit too. But what we're talking about right now is just talking about how you need lots of different social media sites to connect. But what I'm saying is if you're looking at all these different like social media sites, these are different worlds that different people function on. Some people like Facebook better. Some people like Instagram better. Some people, you know, so like, but if you don't connect those dots and you're just one person stuck in there, how can you expect someone new to come to the world? So it's so important that you don't just get stuck into one thing. It's very important. I'm going to pause it for 1 second. Ms. Valencia, thank you so much for being on. Can you tell the ladies and gentlemen a little bit about who you are? And we'll just keep on adding you in. What's going on? Add everyone up to speed here.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
How y'all doing?
Doing quite well.
Right, great.
Well, who am I? That's a good question. When people ask me what is it that I do, I say I don't know where to begin. So usually it's a matter of what it is that they need or what it is that they're looking for that kind of determines which route I take, just because I do so many things. But I will say, as far as when it comes to internet marketing, that I love to use attraction marketing. So I love to teach people about attraction marketing. That'll be who I am. But overall, I'm a visionary. I consider myself a visionary for sure. And now I feel very wonderful to be on the line with two amazing internet marketers and visionaries as well. So
if you got anyone you want to add on this line, definitely let us know. We'll send them out a link. Okay. We do have a live chat going on. Miss Terry that lives in Missouri on. We also have the White Tupac, I believe he's on. Big shout out to you all. And then also too, I think we have Mike Andrews on. Big shout out to you. I'm not sure. Just again, we have a comment box in there. So if you all have any questions, make sure you all get inside that comment box, write something, and we'll definitely speak upon it. But again, like Valencia says, inside of what's going on in this world and day of marketing, you can't really just be one thing. You're going to have lots of different hats. You're going to have lots of different what do you call that? Their technical stuff, that your technology stuff, or what. You're going to learn lots of different things. You're going to have lots of different hats. You're going to have that.
Yeah.
It's just fact of the matter. But so we were talking about using these different platforms and really putting in, giving the nuggets, giving some juice to these people. Valencia, do you have any juice you want to share with these people? Kind of give them some advice when it comes to marketing or any of these things here.
Always just be of value. Always add value to people. So whether it's through your words or showing them something, just give people value, because when you give, you're gonna receive more. So don't never be afraid that you have to withhold information if you know something on a certain topic. Just share your knowledge with the world. There's enough out here for everybody to be successful. So just become a person that whatever it is that you want out of the world, that you're putting that into the world. So, sometimes people say, oh, we need change, we need this. No, you be the change that you're looking for in the world, period. So just always add value. If you know something and somebody's over here struggling, you don't even have to know that person, but you see them out there trying and they're promoting their business, and you see, okay, they can be doing this better. Offer up your advice. Say, hey, I noticed that you did this. Why don't you try this? This is something that I did. So, just always add value to people.
I mean, you're talking about adding value. The IUU Music Group. Tell us a little bit about the IUU Music Group. You can put value on this place here, ladies and gentlemen. Value is important. Content is important. Content is everything. And I want Ms. Valencia, can you please tell us a little bit about IUU Music Group?
Absolutely. So IUU Music is actually a company that is started in Hong Kong. So our headquarters is in Hong Kong. Over in the Asian market, we have 4.5 billion reach. So my partner that's over there, his name is Q, has literally went around the countries developing relationships so that we can have an international platform to share music. So with a lot of the independent artists, no matter overall goal is to be independent or to, sign to a label, we can actually help the artists. So they're still buying CDs over there in Asia.
There you go.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. So, I'm just playing a major role under IUU Group because we have so many other platforms underneath IU Music. So we have an international radio station. Montez is something that, I don't think me and you had a chance to have a conversation about. But if you want to have your, show plugged into our international platform, you still just do how you're doing now, but it's more, more audience.
More reach. Because again, like this again, it goes back to the principle. This is what I'm trying to get through anyone's head right now. Like if you're wondering, how can I get more views on my YouTube? How can I get more eyes? Don't fall in love with one thing. How about that? Yeah. How about you do lots of different things to add up to what's going to create what's going on? Because again, this is something that you're going to have to see that not maybe right now we have 2 live viewers on. Maybe right now at this present time, no one's on YouTube for real. There's a lot of people that are on YouTube, but hey, let's double the chances and put it somewhere else.
Right, exactly.
Right, exactly. That's how you got to do it. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's this is something that I learned about this live streaming stuff, right? Because I remember when I first started, like when Facebook first came out with the with doing the live stream, and when I first did it, like nobody was watching, and it felt a little embarrassing. But then I was like, man, I'm gonna do it anyway because the video is gonna be up. So why not just do it and then people will see it? And then if they know that I go live, eventually they'll realize like, oh, when I see him live, I could just see what he's talking about. So that thinking actually worked, because then when the next time I went live, I got like 2 or 3 viewers, and this was steady viewers. And then it went from 2 to 12. And then I think I went from 12 to 20 or 24, something like that. And this is like steady. Now, had I done it like on a continual basis, because like a lot of stuff I do is experiment, just trying to learn how to make it exponential. So that way I can, when I'm really doing something that I'm really trying to get out there, it'll work, like, so in 2017, I've been working a particular plan And for that, and now in 2018, it's just going to be content, always going live, always doing this, always doing that. Because now, because of everything that I've seen, everything that I learned, all these experiments I've been running, and I've been seeing the results from them, I'm like, okay, now it's time to go full fledged and make it really pop. So when you're doing live stream, don't get discouraged just because it's only 0 people on there. Right. You know, that video will still be up and people will still see it. So then the next time you go live, you're going to get more viewers. And then the more that you do it, the more viewers you have. And the more views you have, they're going to end up sharing it because they like what you're talking about. See, here's the thing that you got to remember. If you're doing live streaming and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people watching you continuously for the whole time that you're streaming, and then they end up, like, every time you go live, these same people keep coming back, then people are going to start to share it. And then after that, people, when they share it, more people will see it. And then you got to also know that as long as your content exists, it continues to circulate and people will see it, and then it can be used later. And then it's up to you on how you use that content later on.
This is the reason why you want to have a nice press title. This is the reason why you want to have a nice description in that box. You want to have all your links connected to, because as long as you're not making a video about, like, because, well, you know what, even I say that and I got to catch my tongue there, because look, 9/11's video, you're just saying September 11th, that video is still looked upon every single day, but that was shot a long time ago. That happened a long time ago. So, like, that's, I mean, the video never really dies. It never really goes away as long as you can give it that interesting title, that interesting conversation. I mean, as long as the video has those qualities, the video is never going to stop doing what you ordered it to do. So now it comes down to the thinking of, how shall I create a video to spread the message of what it is that I'm trying to spread? And like Valencia says, value, right? Everyone gets stuck on what's value. What's value? Well, I mean, just like Northstar America said, he wrote an article on ClickFunnels, and it was value to the people that were actually running the program, that were actually doing what was going on. That was value. Now, it wasn't anything. He didn't give him money. He didn't chop off his arm and say, "Here you go, have it." It wasn't like that. The value that he placed was his thoughts, his opinions, his feel about what was going on, and then put it back out there. So value doesn't have to be
it can come in any direction. It doesn't really matter.
You know what I mean?
Not giving no money.
What'd you say?
I said you're not necessarily giving them money, but you're giving them something that they can use, and it can make them some money.
Exactly.
Well, maybe you just in a different form. I mean, when you say value, I mean, value just means something that can be used, and right.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe Valencia, technically you really are giving them money for real. It's just a different form of money. It's just not. It's not spendable in the fact that, like, they can go to Walmart or
tangibleness. It's not
a gas station or something, you know. But they can take it and turn it into something that's going to last them practically forever, pretty much, you know. So
what it reminds me of? It's give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man he'll eat for the rest of his life. So we're teaching him.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yep.
That's what
Now, Valencia, tell us a little bit more there. I'm going go a little bit deeper in there. Let's get deep inside that. Let's really get deep for the people that are not really understanding this. I really want them to understand. Go deeper. A little bit more of that.
About giving a man a fish?
Yeah, teach. Yeah, like or teach. Yeah. Go ahead. You know what I'm going with this. Go ahead.
Okay, well, let me just say this. For example, I was on the line with a gentleman last night for his music, okay? And I run into a lot of artists that they don't really understand the business aspect of music. And then I realized, too, that they tell me they run into a lot of people that, like, try to take advantage of them and try to, get over on them and everything. And I explained to the artists that I work with, it's like, why would I want to get over? Because if I show you something and it's going to make you feel good and you're going to make money from it, then it's going to benefit both of us. So, I mean, just at the end of the day, like I said at the beginning, just give value to people because that's what you're going to get in return. You treat people the way you want to be treated. It's so simple. So
It's almost like it's a thought. It's a thought. Like really, if you really want to get even like again, your thoughts. I've been really just looking at just a whole bunch of powerful thinking positive. Your people, ladies and gentlemen, hear me here. I want you to. Your thoughts are very detrimental to your growth and your process in life, your actions, what you do. So if you're trying to sell somebody advice, you're probably going to get sold advice back. You know what I mean? If you just give that, and here's an even funnier thing. If you really think about it, you might tell someone your best idea, the best idea in the world. But I'm going to tell you, you could tell them to 100 people. Probably only 3 of them people are going to do it. All the rest of them ain't even going to do it. It was the best advice in the world, but only 3 people are going to take the time and the initiative to actually go. A lot of times things fall on dead ears. So those 3 people that you might share your idea with, you might franchise, So I think that if you do share those ideas with them, they're going to be successful in life like they should be, and you should be happy for them. And then eventually they're going to come back and say, hey, Montez, you put this out here, or it was good. It grew me here. Now let me pay it back to you. Now, maybe sometimes they don't. And it's also read in scripture. Sometimes what he healed the people with leprosy, and some people didn't come back, or there was another incident to where only one guy only came back and said, I really appreciate what you did for me, Lord. And then he said, well, where are the others? So sometimes you may not get what you feel like you're supposed to get back, but that's not really how you're supposed to be going about the situation. I think really use the brain and use that power of just positive doing. They call that karma, right? Karma. I think that you're going to have good karma coming back to you. I think that's just really how it really works. But
yeah,
what do
you get back what you put out. I mean, it's really that simple, pretty much. So if you whatever you exhibit, I mean, in one form or another, is going to come back to you. It might not always come back exactly the way that you put it out there. It'll come through some different sources in different forms, but you're going to get it back. Yeah. So like V said, just, provide the value and you'll get value back, because to help people get to the next level or new levels and help them expound, there's going to be someone or something out there that's going to help you do the same thing. And so, like, as you move up, you help others move up, then you'll continue to move up. That's just basically what it comes down to.
And this is go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, just being supportive of others, and they're gonna give you support. And like, I like to do affirmations in the morning, and I listen. I say things like, today's a beautiful day. People love me. I love myself. People love sharing my content. I love sharing people's content. I love reading people. You say those things, even if one person shares something, you just continue to say those things because you put that energy. We are so powerful. And I think that sometimes we forget how powerful we are, and our thoughts are so powerful. If we thinking negative and saying, oh, this ain't gonna work, this is, I don't know why I'm doing this, then guess what? It's not gonna work. You're right, it's not gonna work. But if you say that this is wonderful, this idea is amazing, you say those things, you look in the mirror and you say those, just take a couple of minutes, first thing in the morning, and the rest of your day is just going to be wonderful. So those are so important as well, and just work on your personal development as internet marketers, whatever it is that you're trying to do. If you have a multi-level marketing business, whatever it is, you just believe in yourself and work on your personal development, and guarantee things are going to work in your favor. If things do happen to go bad, guess what? So what? Keep it moving. Don't dwell on it. Why are you sitting there worrying about that? Just focus on the solution, period. That's it. And be consistent. Montez, you have been consistent. Like, you're always on the internet. People can always count to see you talking to people and doing interviews. Like, you're consistent no matter what. So you just keep doing that. Keep doing what you're doing. And, you're in the right direction. So
I really do appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so that's what we all have to do. We just got to remain consistent, keep moving forward. Mr. North, you did your trial and your error, so now you know exactly all the things that's working. So you're going to apply all those things. People say knowledge is power, but I say, no, it's not. You have to apply the knowledge.
Yeah.
So just like
I would like to add something to that. Yesterday, this is all relative, okay? So yesterday, I'm on Facebook, like I am every single day, pretty much. So this guy, the same guy that introduced me to TopBuzz, like I told you, he's always posting some interesting stuff, right? So, and he made a post about buying a course, right? It was a question to the people like he's Facebook friends with or whatever. He was like, hey, I think the post went something like this, like, hey, when you buy a course, should I buy this course? Because did I take action on the last course that I bought? So then, he got a lot of comments on this particular post, because every post he put out, not all of them get a lot of comments. Some of them do, some of them don't. But this particular one, man, I'm saying, it's got a ton of comments, right? So I posted, my comment was, I said, well, that's an interesting question. I said, well, what I do is I study, research, then I take action. I said, some stuff, if it fires me up, like if it's got me really pumped and excited about it, then I'll take action on it immediately. I said, but other than that, I'll just study, research it until I have such a great understanding about it, comprehension on it. So when I go to do it, that I get it right the first time, and I'm not making big mistakes and things like that,
Okay.
And I think
people really like that comment,
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know what happened. What I missed?
He was talking.
Oh, I don't know. What was the last thing you heard?
Yeah, there you go.
I was talking, and then it just froze up.
Oh, well. I had actually added to your comment about what you were saying about the affirmations, and then putting value out there, and basically when you had told Montez about him being consistent, and I would just basically just added to what you were saying. That was it. I didn't know that it stopped on you. I thought you had stopped.
What did you say though, Valencia? What were you saying? You want to go back over that one more time for us?
No, yeah, I was just finishing up my comment and just telling him about applying that knowledge. So,
so again, if you sit back and you heard just what Northstar America was saying, he's saying he's going through and watching what other people are doing, going and researching what happens after you find something out is you go and you research it. Now, when you're going through this researching process, you have a lot of different situations to where you can advance from it. If you go and you do research on something, and let's just say you get content and you do find some content, and it's not that good, it doesn't explain such a well. And you being a creator, and you're all right, so here's your chance now. You're looking at how can I create value? How can I put value out there? Okay. Right. So you're going out and you're looking on some type of situation and you want to find out more information of the situation that you're looking at. Either A, you don't find any content at all, B, you find content and it just totally sucks and it doesn't help you. Or C, it's
find a lot of that
stuff out there. Now, if there's A or B, you need to make sure you do C. Make the best stuff out there. Go create something against everything else that's out there, because who knows? If it's not appealing to you, and you can create something that's appealing to you, there's a lot of people that are going to think the same way that you think. And
exactly, yes, that's true. Like-minded people, that's right.
So if you create that content and you put it out there, then your like-minded people are going to come watch your video and look what you have just done. You put value out into the world. So when you start finding, or you're trying to find your situation, or you're looking to find out a situation and you can't find it out the best, maybe you should create some situation. Maybe you should make a situation. Then you become the situation. So now there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's value for you. I'm happy you said that. Do you want to add anything on that?
That's powerful, actually, how you put that together, man. You become the situation practically, So I'll give you another example of something that happens to me quite often. I'm into a variety of different things, like things that I know, like I actually not just know it, but I'm saying like I actually exercise these knowledges that I have, right? So one of the things that I'm really in depth with is the law, right? I'm pretty but what I learned about it, and the reason why I know it, it's a personal thing. It doesn't have anything with trying to be a lawyer, or I'm not a lawyer, so please don't try to contact me for legal advice in that manner, right? But I do know it for personal purposes to help me and my family out if it should happen. But on the platform called Quora.com, which is an app, if anybody may or may not know about it. If you don't have the app, I suggest that you get it. It's a question and ask platform, basically. But I actually reached out to me through Quora based on one piece of content that I put on there. Actually, I didn't even publish the content. It was somebody asked a question, an attorney answered the question, but the way the attorney his answer was correct, but it was like kind of vague. So what I did is I actually commented on it and expounded on that, what he said, and I agreed with him, and I just kind of provided a little bit more to it. So from there, like, I ended up getting a whole lot of views from that, and then all these, like, from time to time, people been contacting me. Like, as a matter of fact, like, say maybe 3 weeks ago, somebody hit me up because of that answer. You know what I mean? They was like, hey, can you please tell me your opinion about this, or what do you think, or am I going in the wrong direction with this, or that one answer can people to reach out to me and connect with me. So in other words, just like what Montez said and what Valencia said, it isn't the value that you put out there, you're going to get it back in multiple ways. One, it's going to help somebody. Two, it's going to be there, and it is going to last for a long, long time. Let's say forever, because forever is as long as you want it to be, right? Another thing is that it's going to help you connect with others, and then in some form or fashion, it probably is going to help lead to other opportunities for you to further expand and further yourself in what you're doing. So either way it goes, as long as you keep providing things that people find valuable, in the long run, you're going to benefit from it, and because you're helping others benefit as well.
Yeah, Valencia, you got anything to say?
Hey, that's it. You know what I mean? Put that content out there, put that value out there, and let it roll. And the people who's looking for it, they're gonna find it. No content
Exactly.
out there, then
Agreed.
you create it. You create what you're looking for. So now you helping the other people. So I mean, those are perfect examples, and it's perfectly stated and perfectly put. So, and another thing too, like you said earlier, Montez, is put a catchy title out there too. You know, draw their attention in so they can look at it. You know what? Sometimes people make videos and they be like, so it's a company that I might be looking at or something, and so I go straight to YouTube and it'll be like, such and such is a scam. So then you click on it and you're watching it, and they're not talking about it being no scam. They're talking about all the wonderful benefits of it. I said, look at
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
So I, I actually like that idea. So, you
Yeah,
know,
that's called clickbaiting.
exactly.
For those of you who don't know out there who's watching.
Northstar America,
Yeah.
go deep in there. Go deep, go deep. Give us some value. What's that clickbait about? Tell us about that clickbait.
Well, I mean, I can only tell you what I know is basically is simple. Just like Valencia said about the title, you know, they say, oh, such a matter of fact, I'll give you a prime example. What's the company's name? Well, forget it. I can't remember. But there's a MLM company that came up with a bright idea, and I was into it for a brief moment, but there was all these people who were putting these videos out saying it's such and such a scam, or is it a scam? So then when you click on it, bam, you click on it, and like she said, they're talking about all the benefits, you know, the wonderful things, and not one of the videos said anything about it being a scam. They were actually proving it to be legitimate, which is a legitimate company. And get into it was because at the time they were developing, and you know, sometimes if people are like getting themselves organized and they're not quite organized, you know, before you be right for you at that time. So, but overall, that's what it is. I mean, I've seen a lot of videos with that clickbait titles, and you click on it, and what it says that it's supposed to be, it's something entirely different from what they're saying. And you know, so clickbait sometimes gets a bad rap for because you know people put those titles out there and it relevant in any way to the title whatsoever. So that's another thing about clickbait. But a lot of people are using the clickbait method now to talk about the relevancy of the subject, but it might not be what the title says it is, if that makes sense.
And again, like that clickbait. Maybe you don't do it with the video. Maybe you do the clickbait with the article coming from Medium, and then the video has the real title. And then you have two different ways now that you're channeling someone to come in on this page. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like when you're looking at pulling someone in, pulling in traffic from multiple different places, you got to be witty. You got to use that that stuff inside your brain. I don't know what you want to call it, the chemical juice or the thought idea process. But if you're now marketing from two different aspects, two different points, you got a title to your median that says that it is a scam, and then on the median you have all the reasons of why it's not a scam. Now we're talking keywords. We're talking this is how right. so now, and then on the video you have for the reasons, all the reasons why you want to be part of it. So right. Now you're sending out to the forces a scam and how it's not a scam on one different at one time. You like it's. I don't know if they can understand. I don't know if you all can see that. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you all, but I'm trying to get you to see that different platforms, different words, different. Just trying something different is better off than continuously doing the same thing. If you kick a dead horse, it's not going to get up. It's just not. You know what I mean? So like, you got to try stuff that's different. And I know that there's a lot of times you all are stuck in a situation. It's kind of run thin. Stop kicking the horse. Stop kicking the rock because you're going to break your toe off eventually, and try something new. Try something new. We've been on here for about an hour. Northstar America, Valencia Nash. I want you all to tell them your social media sites. I want to do this again with you all. I really want to do this again. Can we please make a promise that we'll do this again?
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Absolutely. No doubt.
Yeah.
Sweet. Tell ladies and gentlemen where y'all social media sites are, please.
Well, you can go first, Valencia.
All right. So you can look me up On Facebook, on my fan page is Miss Valencia Nash. So that's MRSVALENCIANASH. And it's the same across the board. So that's for my Twitter, that's for my Instagram, that's for my Pinterest, everything is Miss Valencia Nash. So that's how you find me.
Okay. My social media is simple. Everywhere, it doesn't matter. All you got to do is type in Northstar America. Northstar is one word, NORTHSTAR, and then the word America. So Northstar America. And you'll find me on practically every platform, you know, every platform that most of us use anyway. So Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Like I said, I'm on Quora. If you're on Quora, TopBuzz, you'll find me as Northstar America on TopBuzz. And for anybody who's not using that, I suggest that you do use that. Montez, make sure you leave a link in the description or put a link in the description to your TopBuzz, man, so people can get to that.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so anywhere Northstar America, you'll find me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I always edit out the videos. I'm going to give you a couple different platform or different ways to view this. If you haven't watched this from the beginning, I'm sorry, but you're going to see all of it because there is a whole lot of stuff on it. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. itsmontez.com. I've got a lot of content here. I think that right now we're going to be on a ball that's going to give you something that's going to change your life. I plan on having more of these kinds of conversations with more network marketers, bringing more people on the show that's going to be sharing with you the best advice they could give you to help you get to that next step. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Montez McCamish from itsmontez.com. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you don't do that, you're not going to be able to keep up. It's Montez.com.
Bye.